This video is going to take you through start to finish all of the steps that you need to do for a CYEP customer. First thing that we would do is complete an application. I'm going to start as if the customer does not have an Illinois WorkNet account. The customer will be asked to complete the application. They'll fill in all of the information except agreement, save, and then it takes them to another page where they will be returned to the screening application where they need to log in with their recently created username and password. Enter the username and password, sign in. This is the CYEP application. So they need to complete two parts if they don't have an Illinois WorkNet account. Agree to the terms, start the application. Go through each of the steps, and if you need to see more about how to complete the application, watch this video. One of the steps is to select the provider. Make sure that they are selecting your agency that you want them to participate with. This one happens to be Austin's People Action Center. Save and go to next page. Part of the application will ask you to complete the Social Security number and the address information. If the student is under 18 years of age, it will ask you for a legal guardian information as well. Once all of the information is completed, they have the ability to check their sections, edit anything that they need to edit. Once they've gone through it to make sure that everything was entered properly, they can submit the application, and then they need to submit the application a second time. Once everything is done, they have access to their dashboard in Illinois WorkNet. They can see their career plan that you will help them create. They can access Employment 101, do the pre-assessment, the post-assessment, get their certificate. They can check their job search items. They'll see messages. All of this information is available to them. They can also see the assessments that they've taken and the results. So this is their dashboard, and this is what they'll see. Next, we're going to talk about your part, the partner program. So this is a page that you'll want to remember, the CYEP partner page, and it's illinoisworknet.com/CYEP partners. You can access your dashboard here. You can see all of the partner guidance, any training videos and materials that we've done, and a full list of resources here. You can also see any updates that we've done to the system, along with any event opportunities that are going to take place or that have already taken place. Bookmark this page. It will be very useful to you. When you click on this link, it will take you to your dashboard. This is what your dashboard looks like when you land on your page. You will see the group information for your agency, and if you need to see more details about accessing this, you can watch this video. We've just added the customer. Their last name was Sato, so we're going to go to the end of the pages and we're going to look for our customer. All you have to do is click on the last name and it will open up their profile. You get to see the application that they completed, and part of this is to verify with the customer that the information that they entered is correct. You can click on the edit this section and make any changes that you need to make when you're talking with the customer to make sure that everything is answered appropriately. Then you would go to the progress page and verify eligibility. If you need to watch more information about verifying eligibility, click here. First thing we need to do is make sure that contact information has been selected appropriately for this customer. Then we need to verify initial program eligibility. This is all information that was entered from their application. You will want to do your due diligence when you are working on this information to make sure that everything they've checked is correct. If there's any documentation that you need to verify, you will want to make sure that you have that. I am checking boxes here. If something doesn't match, your eligibility not verified will happen here. Then you can save. Once everything has been appropriately checked, it will say that it's verified eligible. Then you'll want to verify that they're either in school or out of school. This student was an out-of-school youth. You have 4 choices for enrollment, but once the student is enrolled and eligibility has been verified, you cannot go back to one of the other options. So we're going to mark this customer as enrolled and eligibility verified. We're going to save. Then we need to check on performance measurements. As the student completes their pieces, these items that have a red circle with a minus will change to a green circle with a plus. These pieces are done in the customer's profile, and then the other pieces below are things that you'll need to work on with the customer. As I said, you can watch the video on the progress page. Then you'll want to start working on the career plan with the customer. If you need to find out more details about working on the career plan with the customer, you can watch this video. You will want to review the assessment, see what each piece opens up for you. We'll want to add an assessment summary by having a discussion with the student. Then you'll want to set goals. One goal that you will want to have on every student is obtain permanent employment. Select a category. This would be career plan, the short-term goal, and the status is not started because you want to start it in the next step. Add that goal and then build the plan. Again, you can watch more details about this in the career plan video. We'll add a system generated item. We're going to look for employment. By filtering, we're going to add the step Start Permanent Employment as part of this program. It was just added. Then we'll want to edit the information. Again, watch this video about adding worksite information. Our goal is obtain permanent employment. We're adding this customer to add quality testers. We fill in all of the information. Once you have all of the information filled in, you can scroll down, hit Update Customer Service. Add a service provider information, add the dollar value of the service, and if it is a training position, add any credentials that might be earned. The career plan covers more than just the employment. If you're giving them any other services or skills, you will want to add those items. Please watch the video. An additional piece of this tool is case notes. We have a number of videos that you can watch. Please watch them here. When you're adding a case note, you want to tell the full story. You want to add a case note. Once you have the case note filled out completely, you'll want to pick how you want to save the case note and who you would want to send it to if you are sending it. Click Add Case Note. Remember that you need to track everything because this is a communication tool between you, your coworkers, the funders, and the DHS providers who are providing the grant funding. We have a number of tools on Illinois WorkNet that are assessments. If you would like to watch more information, you can watch the videos on our playlist that have something to do with Employment 101, NOCTI, the Observational Evaluation, and Worksite Evaluation. The customers are asked to complete the Skills and Interest Survey Employment 101 and NOCTI as part of your performance, so they will be able to do that from their individual profile. You can see the results here as well as the customer can see the results on their profile. As part of the CYEP program, worksite placement is the number one result that we want to do with these customers. It is preferred that you add any workplace assignments through the customer's career plan, but you can see the assignment under the worksite placement. If it is added through the worksite placement tab, the customer cannot see it in their career plan on their profile. That's why it's preferred to add it under the career plan tab. You can watch this video for more details. It is suggested that you add employers and work sites from this location to assign your students to. In this area, you will add or edit any of the positions that are available, and then you can track to see how many positions have been filled, whether they're full-time or part-time. This is also the spot where you will upload payroll, the subsidized payroll that you are supporting your youth with. If you need to find out more, watch this video. Once the participant has been active for a while, you'll want to go back and make sure that all of the performance measure items are being taken care of and appropriately synced on the customer's profile. So you'll want to go back to their progress page, check the performance measure deliverables progress. As you can see, the NOCTI was completed. You can click here to see scores. They did their pre-assessment test. It was successful, but they did not complete their post-assessment. So you would want to have the student complete that so that you get the green check mark for that. And then along with the other pieces that you have responsibility for in the career plan was the out-of-school youth re-engaged in education. That would be a step that you would need to add. All of these pieces happen along with your tools there. One of the other pieces that you need to do is on the career plan, update their plan pieces. So as you have added a piece, once they are done, you click the pencil and you would set the status to on hold if they are no longer active, terminated if they lose their job, or you would come in here and check the follow-up dates, and as you can see, it gives you a set of follow-up dates: 30, 60, 90, 180, and 270. Once those are all done, then that piece will report properly in the performance reports. You can check the overview of the customer to see where they are with their steps. So for example, this one says show next steps. The customer is on track. Today is the 21st, so you should potentially update that step to mark it as completed if the customer successfully or unsuccessfully completed the step, and then you would update the customer service. Update the step, put the completion date, and then update the customer service. Once that's done, it will mark it as customer successfully completed. You would go back to the career plan and see on the status update that it was on track. All of these items are tracked in your dashboards and in your progress reports. To get to those, you would click on Dashboards and then the Community Youth Employment Program or the CYEP Worksite Placement, depending on which area you want to check. You can watch this video to get more information about your dashboards. Any item in a yellow row needs attention. Any item that is in a red row needs immediate attention. Green rows are good, gray rows are neutral. You can pick which program year and then filter by that year. Worksite placement is the same actions with the yellow and the red rows. Anybody that's in a red row, you need to click on the number and take immediate action on those profiles. CYEP reporting is found by the bar graph tab at the top, and you click on CYEP reporting. The sections of the report are divided by the blue row. Pink row means that you are off track, a yellow row means that you are on track, and a green row will only show at the end of the performance year. Numbers are based on what your goals are and then what you have achieved. You can find instructions. To see more about how this report works, please check this. There are 4 sections here. We have enrollments, assessments, career plan, and worksite placement. These are all the performance pieces that are associated with your grant. Check this periodically and associate these numbers with your customers. If you need to check on a customer or a number, you can click on the number and it will take you to those customers in a report, and then you can see what you need to fix on that customer based on the report. The last piece in taking care of one of your customers is to complete them. From the progress page, you will go to the case closure, and if the customer has completed all of their activities, or if they kind of disappeared on you, that's one of the reasons why you would close them out. So we're going to click on End Youth Participation. You have 3 choices. The youth is not placed with a CYEP employer, and youth is not working towards employment. That means that they were nowhere to be found. The other option is you are unable to verify employment. Say the student got a job, told you that they got a job, but you cannot obtain any employment verification. Then you can end their participation. And last but not least, the best one is if the youth is employed and follow-up is complete. You can select this option, then you are good to go. That is the best option. I'm going to save, and I'm going to close the customer's case. So that's it for our start to finish. Hopefully you picked up some tips or watched the other videos along the way. Thanks for watching.